Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Now, I want you to look carefully because here we have do. This is a helping verb. Helping verb. All right? This is used in questions and negatives. The helping verb is used in questions and negatives. Now, let's look again at all of the verbs. Here we go. We're going to look at questions for the simple present and negatives. Okay, here we go. We'll have positive, negative, short negative, and the question. Okay? Positive, negative, short negative, and the question. Are you ready? Here we go. I speak English. I speak English. Negative. I do not speak English. Okay? Here is the helping verb. This is the negative. So, I speak English. I do not speak English. Okay? Short. I don't speak English. Do not, don't. I do not speak English. I don't speak English. And here's the question. Do I speak English? Okay? Now again, positive. I speak English. I do not speak English. I don't speak English. Do I speak English? Okay? Now, let's move on. You speak English. You speak English. Negative. You do not speak English. Now again, short. You don't speak English. And the question, do you speak English? Okay, again, you speak English. You do not speak English. You don't speak English. Do you speak English? Okay. Next example. Now, pay attention. He speaks English. He speaks English. Here's that S. Very important. Now look. He does not speak English. Here's the S. Here we need ES. Does. He does not speak English. He doesn't speak English. All right, here it is again, the S. And the question, does he speak English? Here's the S, and here's the helping verb. Okay? He speaks English. He does not speak English. He doesn't speak English. Does he speak English? Okay. Now, of course, you'll know she very well. She speaks English. She speaks English. There it is. She does not speak English. Here's the helping verb, and here's ES for this. She doesn't speak English. And does she speak English? Again, S, and there's the S sound. She speaks English. She does not speak English. She doesn't speak English. Does she speak English? Now, we can do the same thing with it. It speaks English. It does not speak English. It doesn't speak English. Does it speak English? Okay, notice you have it doesn't speak English. Turn it around. Does it speak English? We need the question mark. Okay, next. We speak English. We do not speak English. We don't speak English. Do we speak English? We speak English. We do not speak English. We don't speak English. Do we speak English? Okay, next. Let's do it a quicker way. Okay, you speak English. You do not speak English. You don't speak English. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Okay, now the last one. Again, we'll do it the short way. They speak English. They do not speak English. They don't speak English. Do they speak English? They speak English. They do not speak English. They don't speak English. Do they speak English?